Thank you for joining us for our Thursday-themed series on Unity Ceremonies. This week's feature is the blending of sands. What is the blending of sands? The blending of sands, or Unity Sand Ceremony, is a tradition full of symbolism. The couple entering into marriage takes sand from the personal vessels and combines the grains into one. The act represents the joining of two individuals and the creation of a new union and family. The joined vessel symbolizes the marriage of both partners' hopes, dreams, and values. Using only sand, this unity ceremony is one of the most memorable and meaningful traditions of all. What is the history and meaning of this tradition? The blending of sands emerged in the late 1980s as an alternative to the unity candle ceremony. As people started moving their celebration outdoors, they needed to find a ceremony that would eliminate mishaps such as a flame blowing out or difficulty lighting in windy conditions. Eventually, people started using sand as a substitute for candles. Colored sand was used and created a beautiful keepsake from the big day. What sand can be used for the blending of sands? Some couples use sand that is meaningful to them. If you had your first kiss, got engaged, or grew up together by a beach, playground, this sand would be a part of your love story. If you don't have a personal experience involving sand, don't worry, you may use any sand from a craft store or online shop to create this portion of the wedding. Additionally, many couples choose to use several different colored grains of sand, one for each family member participating in the ceremony. Who can have a unity sand ceremony? The origins of this practice were based in Christian and Catholic weddings. However, the ceremony has evolved, and now couples of all religions, denominations, or civil and secular backgrounds can choose to have one. If a couple chooses to include a religious aspect into this ceremony, an additional color of sand would be poured, traditionally white, symbolizing the purity of God or faith working within the couple's union or new family creation. Adding this component, all in attendance get to witness the acceptance by the two being joined or family being created of the importance of religion in their lives. How is the blending of sands performed? Generally, the person officiating the wedding will narrate or describe the events as they occur. Celebrants might adjust the wording of the ceremony to tie in a special location, prayer, religious aspect, or story. Today We Become One can work with you and your partner to customize it personally if you choose to do so. The officiant can tie the couple's story to the unity ritual, for instance, the blending of a family, or the couple's personal history or hopes for the future into the ceremony to make it that much more meaningful. In the case of a religious style, the officiant would be the one to pour the white sand. At the beginning of the ceremony, a layer of white sand is placed in the vessel representing a strong foundation of faith upon which the couple or family will build this new relationship. At the conclusion of the blending, a final layer of white sand is poured by the officiant to represent the blessing that seals the new covenant. Who participates in the unity sand ceremony? Most couples do the pouring of the sand themselves. However, if you have children, you may choose to have them help with the process. The action of pouring their individual container into a larger vessel, making something new and powerful, is something that children of all ages will understand. You may also include other guests, such as close friends, parents, siblings, or anyone who means something to you or your partner. This ceremony is an easy way to visualize the joining of two people, as well as the people who will support you in the future. What do you do with the vessel full of sand after the ceremony? The keepsake from a sand ceremony is a jar of choice containing the beautifully mixed sand. Many couples choose to display it on a mantle or somewhere special in their home. It's a dynamic piece of art that is a representation of the marriage and new family. As the vessel is moved, the ever-changing pattern of sand further reminds those that look upon it that the relationship created on that day is continually blending and melding together. What vessel should be used? Again, there are no rules, and the choice is completely up to you, so any vessel can be used. However, many couples choose to use vessels that mean something to them, perhaps a family heirloom or another meaningful object. Today We Become One also offers several styles and customizations of both the main and individual vessels, such as dates, names, photos, initials, phrases, and more. Like, follow, subscribe or set a reminder to join us next week where we will continue to explore Unity ceremonies in another Thursday theme session. Next week's feature, Jumping the Broom. See you Thursday.